All right, let's get right into the dailies that we have here for you. I have with me the Daily Graphic, and on the front page of the Daily Graphic, we have Ghana offers free visa to Africans. Process is underway, and this is from the president now. So the idea is that everyone from the continent coming to Ghana will be able to come without having to go through the visa acquisition processes. And this is something that the president is determined to put into place before his tenure of office is over. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea on a couple of levels. So first of all, there's the economic aspect of it. But I also think it's a good idea because, you see, the African continent, we are one people.
Of course.
Of course, one people from different tribes, different clans and everything else. But really, we are one people. And so it just makes no sense that we have allowed the artificial divisions created by others to persist and to limit us so much. And then, you know how it is.
And economically drain us too.
And it's cheaper to fly to Europe than to other African countries. How mad is that? You know, but maybe this is a step in the right direction. And as the Ghana takes the lead in this direction, other countries will follow suit. If they do so, then what happens is that we can all move around across the continent without the ridiculous expense, you know, that it costs at the moment. No quick fixes to success. This is Secretary to BOG. We have OSP drops cases against Cecilia Dapar. Some people are not happy about that.
At all.
MPP primaries, incumbent MPs face tough contests. That's what we have on the front page of the Daily Graphic.
And today is 26th of January 26th, 2024, and it's a beautiful Friday. And Daily Guide is saying Africa must develop strategies for change. Police dies in Galamsey operation. Return Cecilia's monies in 72 hours. The Accra High Court is ordering the OSP, Kisi Ejabin. Delegates declare for Asante Boateng. You see him with his hands up, jubilating as he has been declared. Major General Thompson Opong Pepra is now the CDS, Chief of Defense Staff.
Yeah, the Chronicle has these headlines here. Special Prosecutor Ejapens jaw dropper washes hands of Cecilia Dapar's case and passes on hot button to Tiwa's Iyoko. Okay, free visa for Africans traveling to Ghana. That story there again. We also have Asante Boateng is our darling MP. Asante Achim South MPP delegates speaking in the scripture for today on the front page of the Chronicle. It says Matthew chapter 12, verse 23. And all the people were surprised and said, "Is this not the son of David?"
That is for Asante.
It's okay.
I have the Herald newspaper, and OSP reveals collecting $590,000 and 2.7 million Ghana cedi in ex-minister's home. Aside stolen monies of cedis, millions of cedis, US, that is $1 million, and then 300,000 euros and British pounds in there. Now, Wuntumi is hiding in hospital bed sheet from the wild Ashanti chiefs, as it's been purported that he says he is sick, as he was summoned by the chiefs, the sub-chiefs, who he has to answer to for allegedly speaking some unprintable words against Otumfuo Saitutu. And he came out to say, a writing came out saying that, he has high respect for Otumfuo, so there's no way he would disrespect him or even insult him in any way. But as per the summons,
Republic Press, we have these headlines here. OSP dumps Cecilia Dapar case. Again, we have MPP postpones Ekwapim South Parliamentary Primary. We have Goma Central and 7 NDC ward coordinators. Others suspended for rooting for A+ as parliamentary candidate. Interesting times. Okay.
And he's really being supported in the Gomoa district. I'm surprised when he visits.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
Well, fear delegates, but then again,
Yeah.
the support is wild.
Charlie? Because of the use of a second tranche of IMF cash. This is Mahama speaking to the government. And won't to me on sick leave is a question. Won't to me on sick leave? Yeah. Okay, so
I
that's
have
what we
the
have.
Informer newspaper, nothing but the truth. And in this issue, Ghana to implement visa-free policy for this year, Kufuor tells APD 2024. And then I am broke. NPP aspirant cries over monetization of party primaries. OSP drags Cecilia Dapa to Yoko over alleged money laundering and structuring. Also, electricity tax. Oforiata's decision unilateral. That is Intel that is revealing this. Prioritize all sectors of education, government is being told.
Who says they are broke?
Oh, that is the aspirants. Most of them, you know, this monetization. When you have to pay delegates for voting. I was listening to one of the stations and an MP who was interviewed, MPP, and he says there's no problem also in giving transportation fare. Besides the sister station, one of our, when you interviewed, he also said it, Alfred Thompson also said it here, that there's no issue with
the person has been there the whole day,
the whole day giving the person
them.
food and everything. Now it is digging deep into the pocket of the particular aspirant because he or she may have been printing party paraphernalia, T-shirts, all of those ones, transportation in and out, and then he or she then has to take care of a delegate who you want me to be your parliamentary candidate. Then again, I have to pay you for wanting me to lead you. After you saying you believe in me.
You know, the whole nonsense of the money that swims around election time. Okay, whether it is primaries, whether it is the general election, the nonsense of it will have to end.
It has to cease.
Because, you see, that delegate who is behaving as if that day they would not have eaten if it was not for you. They would have eaten, pepper. They would have eaten. Then you say, oh, give me lunch. Give them lunch, but wouldn't they have eaten? How would they have eaten if it wasn't election day? Would they not have eaten that? Of course they would have eaten, right? But suddenly it becomes this thing. And then you say transportation. How is 1,000 Ghana cedis transportation? To which part of the country? The person is coming from which part of the country and going to which part of the country that you're giving them 1,000 cedis for transportation.
2,000
and you, the parliamentarian, are calling it, you the aspirant, you are calling it transportation. We are correct. Are you in your right senses? You're calling it transportation. But we know what it is. Inducements, bribery. You want people to vote for you. Vote buying. That's what it is. You see, and the earlier we call a spade and deal with it, listen, nobody should come and complain that they are broke. It serves all of you right. Yes, may your pockets be depleted, that the delegates chop your money and not vote for you. Because you have asked for it. And
not vote for you is something I like.
Yeah.
If
chop their money and don't vote for them. Because it serves them right. This type of behavior that we have in this country, that does not serve our best interests. Only the parochial interests of a few. Yeah, because you see the parliamentarian, typically just wants the seat because he's seen that there's something there. And so whatever I have to do to get the seat, I will do.
So they'll give you one
That's the part of the parliamentarian. Then the part of the delegate that says, you know something, cocoa season don't come. We will chop and chop, and I will collect from here, collect from everywhere, and benefit. And whatever happens should happen afterwards.
But it is your own money they are sharing back to you. Do you know that?
Well,
it is your own money that is being shared back to you as a taxpayer.
Listen.
So yes, you can take it and be wise enough to vote for that candidate who you have
actually
seen
believe we'll
over
do
the 2
proper
years
things,
or 3
not
years
because
or
you
the 4
collected
years
money.
of sitting in parliament has been able to do something for his constituents, for you who happens to be the taxpayer. So why not be wise enough and decide that there's no way I am going to be taking money, taking some form of induced bribery, taking 1 bag of rice, tin tomatoes, I mean milk, something I can buy anytime. But and then again, one other thing that is so depressing is when it is nearing election, that is when they decide that developmental projects have to go on. Why don't you realize that the 1 year that he sat on that seat, he could have done something for that particular constituency, but he waits for 3 years to bypass, and when it's almost a year or after 2 years, then he will start trying to fix the road, trying to fix public toilets.
Because
for
it's
you,
all about
schools
Joe
for
Impre.
you. It is Joe Impre. It is
All
for his
is all about
pockets.
Joe Impre.
Please, delegates, Ghanaians, let's rise up. Let's revolutionize everything and realize that it is our own good. I am paying so much money. Look at electricity tax that they are about to impose on us. Look at emission gas that is about to be imposed on us. Every time we are paying certain taxes that you may not even. In Katiaka, talk about Tiaka. Like Gary, you are buying Gary, which is one of the cheapest commodities. You are paying some tax of some form. We are paying COVID levy without you knowing. They'll tell you it's been scraped. But then again,
It's not been scraped.
It's not been scraped in any way.
There.
Or scrapped in any way, but we are still paying it. It's high time we as Ghanaians realize that they call us a third world country. We are not supposed to be begging because we have so much natural resources, so much of it, so much that now lithium has come to be part of it. Gold is still there. Look at our agricultural sector. And we ourselves are the one destroying it because we are always giving it to those foreigners, and then they come and take the junk of it away and then give us 13, 10, 12%. Miniature monies that is not even coming to you, the one who is being paid 1,000 Ghana cedi. But about 1 million Ghana cedi or $1 million, it is going into those same leadership that are lying to you and giving you 100 Ghana, 1,000 Ghana. Rise up, youth, rise up. Let's make a change because tomorrow is for us. It is not for them. Their pockets are full.
Look, the CitiNewsroom.com, we have some online stories here. Let me just quickly read a couple of them for you. Now, there's one interesting one that I saw, aside the headlines. Okay, let me just run through the headlines, then I'll read the one that I saw there. OSP's discontinuation of Cecilia Dapa's case disappointing. Martin Pigbu is there being quoted. MPP primaries chiefs, constituents fill auditorium for Ejisu MP's acclamation. We have Ekrapim South MPP welcomes postponement of poll for over MCE's petition. We have MPP primaries. We still love Adwa Safo despite her mistakes. Dome Kwabenya delegates. The ECG to embark on Operation No Free Consumption from February 1st to 15th. And they're going to be doing a lot of massive disconnections across the country to make sure that people don't steal power. All right, now, there's one headline. It says here, GJA's blackout directive on Hawa Kumsin and Fair. Now, let me give you the background to that headline. There's another headline. It says, GJA declares media blackout on Hawa Kumsin over assault on journalist. All right. Now, let me read just briefly. Right. Okay. The president of the GJA, Albert Kobna Jumfo, has appealed to media houses and journalists to institute a media blackout on the Minister of Fisheries and a member of the Ewutu Senya East constituency in the central region, Mavis Hawa Kumsin. This comes after the police failed, please pay attention to this. This comes after the police failed to arrest persons who physically assaulted David Kobna, a journalist with Cape FM in the central region during the MPP's parliamentary aspirant vetting. Addressing the media, Albert Jumfo said the silence of the MPP and the police in addressing the matter is disturbing, hence the call for the media blackout. Now, I quote, "We submitted written petitions to the MPP with some demands. The deadline has long passed, but we regret to announce that nothing has been done, either by the police or by the MPP. That's what he's saying. And we are forced to advise ourselves in the light of the cold silence. Considering the unabated cases of attacks against journalists and other media practitioners in recent times, and the intel we have picked, and having consulted with our partner institutions, we call for all media houses to give a total media blackout to Mavis Howard-Kumson and stay away from her as the Minister of State. We believe, because we believe there are thugs around the MP who pose a threat to the lives of journalists and other media practitioners. Now, the MPP responded and said the GJA's media blackout directive on Howard-Kumson is unfair. Let's hear what they have to say. The MPP in Ewutu Senya East has criticized the Ghana Journalists Association's directive to journalists to avoid covering activities involving the constituency's Member of Parliament, Mavis Howard-Kumson. This directive was issued following an attack on a journalist during the MPP's vetting of parliamentary aspirants in Cape Coast. Now, the MPP maintains that neither the planning or the execution of the attack involved the MP's camp, for which reason the directive was unfair. Now, I just want to go down a little bit and read here. So it says here, at a press conference, MPP's Ewutu Senya East Constituency Secretary Michael Addy expressed disappointment that the MP's office had not received any further updates on the investigation after the GJA initially contacted the MP. He also took issue with a statement made by the GJA president alleging that the MP associates with individuals who commit violent acts, even at homes and mosques. Mr. Addy demanded a retraction of the statement and an apology to the MP. The party has urged the GJA to conduct a more comprehensive investigation before drawing any conclusions. MPP claims to have conducted its own internal investigation within the MP's camp, which found none of the MP's team members involved in the attack. Now, let me just say this, that the GJA's initial issue was that after several letters and attempts to contact and find out from the MPP structures that there was no positive feedback from them, either from the MPP authorities or from the police regarding the matter. So I'm not sure what the MPP's issue is, because they say that they've conducted their own internal investigation. Did you communicate this to the GJA? Because the GJA says that they've heard nothing from you. And so the media blackout, when you say it's unfair, it's almost like reactionary. It's like you've gone to sleep on the matter and now you're seeing that it may create problems for you, so you're saying it's unfair. But the president of GJA is there. You can talk to him. Yeah. We don't want to know. Just talk to him. And then let's see how this thing gets sorted out. But you see, the days of impunity, feeling like you can do whatever you want and get away with it, are over.